Citadel has continued its status as the largest town on the Cavern and has expanded continually throughout 2022. It has suffered through a couple hard spots over the course of the few months since the last video, but in problems it accrued, it has established new areas in its town and has increased population. The question here though is, has it gotten too big? In a realistic situation, the last bits of Citadel revolved on the issues regarding leadership and monetary effects, but since then it has improved. So far, for the first time in any series on this channel, a follow-up of a previous video has never been made. Until now, of course. This is Citadel's history of 2022. From the last video, we left off with the job nerfs affecting the town and the Homeo-Arium conflict shaking the town around. It blew over for the most part as Homeo ended up as the main leader of the town on March 23, 2022. Citadel also suffered a tiny problem of losing both remaining dragon eggs in February along with a ton of backpacks and shulkers. This act of thievery was committed by the town's assistant, the Master Dalek, who planned on quitting the server and burying all the contents under his old town garbage center for shits and giggles. Of course, that plan was useless. However, March also involved a massive project renewal and resident movement where a ton of projects such as the courthouse, the train station, and the remastered town hall were all built alongside new residential plot areas. During this period, more town staff were added as the older generations were slowly quitting the server or becoming more inactive. This affected the town as there had been talks between the town's staff deciding if they should leave and find another local server to play on or simply stay. The end result of this was them being set on staying. With the decision set, Citadel introduced new player events to boost the server's activity, starting off with the soccer event on March 17th that Empire hosted and won.
Coincidence? I think not!
And then finishing the construction of the Asuzuka Citadel boat racetrack on March 24th. From Citadel's March Madness, the mayorship remained the only unstable thing, as always, that was the constantly going down and all the progress being made. While it can only be assumed, Arium regained the mayorship after Homeo was banned around May 1st. But he later stepped down from mayor due to in-real-life stuff and gave the title to her Acorn on June 6th.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more.
Her Acorn unfortunately raged off the server on July 30th, 2022, giving the title to Zimminent.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more.
And then Zimminent gave the title to Xenoblaze as of August 13, 2022.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more.
A week later, after becoming mayor, Xenoblaze proceeded in deleting Citadel. Xeno proceeded in combining his mayor town, originally Empire's capital Devon, with Citadel on August 20th. As of today, he is still the mayor, as the sociological system of the town has been made stable. But of course, stable systems tend to get involved in conflicts. In early May, the town of Columbia was taking residents from Citadel, whether by convincing or bribing. The mayor, digitized double underscore, began to escalate negative relations with the Citadel town around May 13th, 2022, mainly by building ships close to the city. The closest conflict it got to was the Citadel Femboy Massacre that displaced the surviving femboys from Citadel to Nibel. As time went on, the conflict was worsened, with Digitize becoming a server staff, of course until he lost that role within 3 months. Following that incident on August 9th, he became more inactive, which led to a small peacetime. Unfortunately for Citadel, this peacetime wouldn't last as long as around October 9th. A voice chat session between Digitize and half the server tried to make an agreement on coming up to an actual peace term. Digitize rejected all the offers and it ended up with nothing being resolved. Up until now, the conflict still stands. As for Nibel, it has taken the femboy population to sort them into their own town and culture, forging the Empire femboy division and adding them into the Bing's religion. Well, sort of. But that you can check out in the last video. We're going back to Citadel now. Citadel is a very vast town that has several outposts and several areas that were originally other towns. With this fact in mind, we will only focus on the actual city itself. Starting on the /T spawn, the Citadel's spawn is a giant castle-like structure that has been around for several months. From the spawn forward is the Citadel Theater that is currently under construction. It's a large building that inside has map art hung up, but there is still a large space that needs construction here. Other buildings in the town include Juul's Tavern, which is a very nice build that has a significant space for its customers. The old spawn of the Citadel statue, which at this point might as well be considered a cavern server wonder that stands in the middle of its city, signifying Citadel's military and residential might in the server. Now by the statue is the old Citadel Mall that is being closed and possibly torn down, as the mall will be moving soon. This used to be the place for a few shops such as /PW Acorn and /PW Gay, but all those have been closed down and won't be back up for a bit, and will be moving either to the new mall or to other places. The town hall here has been upgraded with the side houses as it stands as one of the places for the town staff to chill, work, and of course scream and curse each other out over a misplaced dirt block. Individual rooms for these town staff are exquisitely decorated and personalized with map arts, heads, and other trophies collected over the months they've been here. Outside resides the Citadel Port that has been used for decoration, along with other buildings that are primarily used for decoration. The lake that Citadel has a little shrine area called the Temple of the Chimp, which is dedicated to the alcoholic chimp character in the book called Zeno the Chimp, which is basically a satirical story on Xenoblaze and his many server antics. Around the city resides a lot of the player plots that contain the main residents of the city. Some are still empty, others are inhabited, but a large portion has been used for residents and are continually growing. Around the residential plots are a few other large and excessive structures such as the town's courthouse, which is a massive structure that has been used for a few court cases regarding the town, mostly death sentences. There's also the town's cathedral that has been moved from the old Dixon area. It's mainly used for the religion of Nyash and contains many items of Citadel's and Empire's culture. The immaculacy of the building is especially profound, with the gold deep slate quartz aligning with the Empire's tricolor theme of the black, white, and blue. At the Dragon Egg podium is also a donation area where donations can be gifted to the church, which of course is used for the town or staff purposes like smuggling cocaine. On the opposite side of the city is a PvP dojo styled area that is mainly used for fighting in, taking an age-static style in appearance. Following down is Citadel's ice track that has been used a few times for boat races and contributed to server events. Along the track is a statue of Asunarina, who won one of these races. Of course, due to some misconception or the staff not moving fast enough, the duck prize that was originally given to her never came and probably never will. And lastly on this tour of the Citadel town is the Citadel's roller coaster, which is mainly deep slate and built off to the side. With all this being said, the town of Citadel is a giant entity on the server and serves as an important role in its history to the Cavern. It being the capital of Empire with the majority of nation staff, and it makes it the hub for political and economic power, while influencing many towns into merging or vassalage. Even though the city has server drama moments and has been affected negatively in many parts, whether regarding the staff or the money, it will continue to reign on for a long time, or until the fatal case of with all towns and nations, inactivity and death of the server.